Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, newcomers. I hope you guys enjoy the channel, the tutorials, and become part of this journey with me, with us, one big family. If you have not subscribed yet, I ask you please to do so to help out the channel, and also give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important for us creators. My threads are Portugal brands. I am in Europe. These are 4-ply, similar to Lydia number 3, a little bit thinner. My colors go by number and not by name. Example, like this green, color number 23, color number 30, and color number 40. Now I get questioned a lot, or receive a lot of emails asking about my threads. I do ship it out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 yards. This is a minimum order of 6 in order to cover the shipping cost, because that's just horrendous how the shipping cost is out here. I make nothing out of it, gain nothing out of it. It's more for you guys to enjoy these beautiful colors, because a lot of you love the mixed colors, especially that I do get them out here, which I can't find any around now. But anyway, so, you know, like in the pinks or in the blues, or I'm trying to find other ones, into the brown and Tiffany blue. Anyway, there's all kinds. So if you want to order, you can always go through my email. It's below in the description box. I also like to mention I do have a Facebook crochet group, private group, because a lot of scammers out there with the cuts and bits links. You should not open those links no matter which group you're in. They're fraud. And you must have a profile pic in order to be a member in my crochet group, because we don't want scammers in. So I also do have a crochet page you can follow. You can always get a hold of me through there, or through Instagram or TikTok. All of the links are below in the description box. Very easy, just click and join. So, and for the most part, I use 2.7 hooks, sometimes a 3, depending upon the project that I'm using. Of course, we always need a small one to tuck in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. Thank you so much, everybody, for your kind words and your suggestions, your opinions, and your requests. I try to fill everybody's requests as much as I can. If you do have questions and I'm delayed answering, it's because of my time zone is different. But I do answer to everybody. God bless all of you, and enjoy the tutorial. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create this beautiful doily. Now, this doily, I made it small, but this is actually a small tablecloth for those round, small tables. Now, I did it this small, so you guys, if you wanted to have it as a doily, it's perfect as a doily. And if you want it as a tablecloth, I will show you as we go on how to keep increasing on here, the motives, okay? So it's always increased by 2s. Now, as you can see, once we've completed the rows that we need to, I'll explain to you as I'm recording the rows. Then we restart with the shell of 2 double crochets, 2 chain, 2 double crochets, back into the center here, and then we continue on again. Now, obviously, when you keep adding rows, you're going to also increase on these motives, so you'll have some here, here, and here. Okay, but I'll show you as we continue on. This is a beautiful little tablecloth that my grandmother had created, of course, God knows how many years ago, maybe like 80 or 90 years ago. So I had a picture, and I had to come up with the stitches, because being that it's so old and it was cut, let's say ripped in one section, so I had to figure out the rest of the stitching, where to go and how to go about, or how many chain stitch and so on and so forth. So I've been playing around with it. It seemed to be working out just perfect. Looks like a little star on the center. And I hope you guys enjoy it. This was her creation back then. So thank you, Grandma. God bless her soul. She's dead many years ago already. But I am sure you guys are going to absolutely love this. And you can alternate your colors, like if you're doing Christmas themes, you can have a beautiful little, either in white over a nice red, long tablecloth, like the lace ones, or satin and things like that over the table, which is absolutely stunning. And or you can do vice versa, the red, the greens, with the other satin tablecloth, and this over it, just covering the edge of the small table. Okay, so I'll be using here in Portugal. Funny how numbers go. So I usually use 2.7 hook. Now I've gotten this one as it goes from 4 to 6, but when I look at my 2.7 hook, it's a little bit thicker than this 4, right? So this is probably a 2.5, I would say, in the American version. So that's what I'll be using. It's more comfortable for my fingers. So let's get started. Thank you so much for being here. For the newcomers, welcome. God bless you for joining the channel. And please continue to give a thumbs up, continue to subscribe, continue to share. Sharing is caring. It helps the channel. It helps us to continue on bringing out these patterns for you guys. Enjoy the tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. I send you much hugs. So the first thing I'm going to do is that ring, okay? And I'm going to come in. You can do a 6 to an 8 chain. We don't want a very small hole on the center because we need to widen it out. And I'm going to do slip stitch. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. I'm using white 4-ply 100% cotton thread. This is similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. So inside of this circle, I'm going to have a total of 27 double crochets. Okay, so this is row 1. I'll meet you at the end of my 27 double crochets. I've done my 27 double crochets. Now I'm going to pull on the string, but I'm not going to tighten it too much because then it will pull too much on the center. I'm going to close with slip stitch. I got my thread stuck already everywhere. Okay, so I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 chains, okay? And now I'm going to skip 1, 2, and I'm coming on the third one with single. So we're making those little loops, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 again. Skip 1, 2 into the third one, single. We're going to have a total of 9 because this is rectangular, either doily or tablecloth. Okay, some of you have asked me in the past for rectangular tablecloths. I have created quite a few, but here's another one for the collection. It's in the playlist for tablecloths. Okay, so this is row 2. You have to have 9 loops of 16 chain. I'll meet you at the end. I think I did 18 on this one, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So I knew I had made a mistake already. 1, 2, I'm going to come back to the 16 chain. It looked funny, a little bit bigger. That's what happens when I'm yapping away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Make sure you skip 2 stitch, go into the 3rd with a single. Okay, everyone, so I've closed my 9th on the very first one I started. Now I need to go all the way to the top, so we're going to do a slip stitch on 7 chain. Okay, I'm not pulling all these threads. So slip stitch, don't make it too loose or else it's not going to look pretty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On my 8, I'm going to do a single. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chain. Now, for some of yous, you might have different tension. Could be looser, could be tighter. It depends. If you see it's pulling, then do extra chain. If you're too loose, then do less chain. We wanted to make sure that it ends up properly when it's, because we're going to fill this in after with singles on the next row. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On my 8, again, I'm coming in and doing a single. So it should stay like that, okay? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you might have to do 8 or you might have to do 10, depending upon your tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So on my 8, coming back in and doing single. So it should stay like that. It's going to get more fixed once we fill this in with the next row. Okay, so this is row 3. I'll meet you at the end. So I've done my 9 chains. I am back into that very first single we did, and I'm coming in with slip stitch. Okay, so it's going to look like that. I have to tuck this in after, but I'm not going to do it now because I might loosen it up a little bit more as we go or tighten it. I'm not sure. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops, okay, of 16. So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to do, or actually I did 1 chain. I'm going to come back in where we have that single and do a single. Now you could either go over the chain or you go inside of the chain. So we have 9 chains. We're going to do 9 singles. Okay, if you want to go over, you can. I think it's just going to give it a cleaner cut this way. On the other pattern, the one that I created, I did over, but like I said, I needed to make a few adjustments. I think it will look nicer by doing it this way. So, of course, that was just my sample to get me started with that. It was very hard for me to see the stitches. Okay, so one on top of the single on top of that slip stitch where we started, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. we have 9 chain, we do 9 singles, and then one on top of that single again, like that, so it can give us a nice straight line instead of just, you know, going over it this way. In the picture it is done this way, but I don't like it. I think it looks too wavy. So that's just me, you know. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. This is row 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once I've closed in on that single with slip stitch, I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come back in and do a single. We're going to start to create shells of 2 double crochet. So single, 2 chain, coming back in the same one and doing my second double crochet, chain 2 into the same one, 2 more double crochet. This is row 5. So in all of the loops or the singles here on top of these 16 chain loops, we're creating shells. Now I'm going to do chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming in to that single that we created on top of the loop and doing double crochet. Again, the shells into that same one, double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. So we should have 9 shells of the 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, all in the same space, and 8 chain in between them. This is row 5. I'll meet you at the end. So I've done my last 8 chain. I'm going to come on that second chain from where we first started with that single and 2 chain. Okay, now I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain for double crochet, coming into the next one, double crochet. We're going to start increasing 1 inside of that 2 chain, and then 2 chain, 1 double crochet inside of that 2 chain again, and 1 per stitch. So we're increasing. We're going to continue to increase on these shells as we go up on the rows, always creating 2 double crochet inside with 2 chain space. So we started with 2, this row will be 3, next row will be 4, next until we have 9. I'm going to do 1, 2 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come on the 4th and I'm doing a single, chain 2. Now if your tension is tight, you can do chain 3. Okay, again 1 per stitch, doing the increase on those shells. So I have my 2 double crochets and 1 inside of the 2 chain, chain 2 again, 1 inside of the 2 chain in the center, and 1 per stitch. So we have the 3 double crochets on each side with 2 chain space. Okay, chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3, come on the 4th, single, 1, 2, chain, and again do your shell with the 3 double crochets, 1 per stitch, 1 inside, chain 2, 1 inside again, and 1 per stitch. This is row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch on that very first 3 chain we did, going into row 7. Again, going up 1, 2, 3. Again, we're going to be doing the increase, so 1 per stitch. So we had 3, now we're going to have 4 double crochets, 1 in the center, and then 2 chain, and 1 in the center again. Chain 2 into the center, and 1 per stitch. Dogs must be seeing the cat, neighbor's cat, they go crazy. Okay. So 4 double crochet, 2 chain, 4 double crochet. Make sure you have those 2 in the center. Chain 2. I'm going to come into that chain where the 2 chain we did with a single. Chain 2. Next to that single, again, another single. Chain 2. And then 1 per stitch. So we're having a single before the single here of the previous row, chain 2, and a single right after. Continue again with the 4 double crochets, 1 inside of the 2 chain, chain 2, and again in the center, 1 double crochet, 1 per stitch, total of 4 double crochets on each side. Whoops. Yes, I have a knot here on my thread. And then chain 2. So 1, try to hide this little knot. Chain 2, again coming inside of that 2 chain before the single with a single. Chain 2, and right after that single into the next 2 chain with a single, and chain 2, and continue again with the 4 double crochets. I guess this hook is a little bit smaller than it is a little bit smaller for sure, because I keep grabbing threads. It's comfortable to work with though. So chain 2 into the center again, and 1 per stitch. Like that. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. This is row 7. Okay, everyone, so finished row 7, going into row 8, again going up 1, 2, 3, 1 per stitch, and we're doing the increase. So we had 4 double crochets, now we're going to have 5 double crochets, 1 inside of that 2 chain, 2 chain again, and 1 inside again in the same stitch or that 2 chain, 1 per stitch, and see how beautifully this works out. Okay. For some of you that have usually used tablets or your mobile to create things, if you have a computer, it would be nice if you guys can just run some of my videos through just to help out with the channel. That helps me tremendously. Okay, chain 2. Now we're going to go in the center of that 2 chain we did. Remember, we did 2 chain single, 2 chain single. In the center, we're closing out that design motive. Chain 2 again, and 1 per stitch again. And this is what we're going to do all the way around on this row 8. So 5 double crochets again, 1 in the center, Don't forget, you could always slow down the video by hitting that 2-minute link below in the description box. I hear some, not that I hear, I read some comments from the very first videos. Some of you are just coming in and embarking on the channel and leaving me messages that are comments that I'm too fast. Those were the first videos. And of course, I didn't have too much experience recording. And of course, yes, I am a fast crocheter, but I also mentioned to slow down the link, the video. It's in the link below in the description box. Okay, chain 2. Again, going in the center, the middle one there of that 2 chain with single. Chain 2 and 1 per stitch, doing those 5 double crochets. So it takes, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows to complete this motif. Okay, so we know that the next row will be doing the 8 chain again, so we can start the second one, the second motif. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row 8. Okay, everyone, closed in row 8 with slip stitch, going into row 9, so 3 chain. That's my double crochet, and now 1 per stitch. So on this row we should have 6 double crochets. We have 4, 5, and 1 inside. 6, chain 2, 1 inside again, and 1 per stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're repeating what we did here. So we're going to repeat all of these rows to create the second motif. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just recount here because I believe 8 is on the next one. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to look at the pattern time to time because I can't remember all the stitching I did. And then 1 per stitch, creating those 6 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, and 1 inside of the 2 chain. 6, chain 2, and repeat 1 more inside of the same stitch or the 2 chain, and create the 6 double crochets. 4, 5, 6. Chain 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't make it too loose though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So tighten it up so it's not too loose, too baggy. Okay? And repeat again, 1 per stitch, creating those 6 double crochets like that. So I'll meet you. It's normal that it does that, okay? Because once you block, it becomes straight afterwards. I'll meet you at the end of row, I can't remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, row 9. Okay, everyone, so completed row 9. Did my 8 chain coming on that very last one with slip stitch. Okay. Now we're going to repeat exactly what we've done here. We're going to keep doing the increase. So we have 6, next row is 7. So we'll be doing 1 per stitch, 1 inside, 2 chain, back in with 1, and then 1 per stitch. And then we're going to do chain 2. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, come on the 4th, exactly how we did here. There's no point to keep recording the same thing. We have 1 and 2 more rows to do after this next row. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1 per stitch. So we should have 7 double crochets, 6, 1 inside, 7, chain 2, come back in, 1 double crochet, 1 per stitch, should have 7 on this side also. So once you've completed the 7, chain 2, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one, single, chain 2, come back in and create again those 7 double crochets. So we have 2 more rows to go to complete this one. So now we're doing the single here, and then we're going to do chain 2. We're going to come back in that 2 chain we just did and do single, 2 chain, and then single again, 2 chain, and then complete again your double crochets. And then of course the next row is just 2 chain into the center of that 2 chain that we create here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of the next 2 rows. So we are on row 10. That means the end of row 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll meet you at the end of row 12, where we are on row 10, creating the same motives as we did here. If you need to rewind a bit, then go ahead. Just remember that here we're doing the increases. You should have 9 double crochets at the end of your row 12. Okay. Okay, everyone, so finished row 12, going to row 13, did all my motives exactly like the bottom one. So it's going to change now. I'm going to go and do slip stitch until my shell. I think it will be easier for you guys this way. I've done a little bit different on the other one, but I'm thinking of you guys, so make it as easy as possible. So slip stitch until the center of that motif, and then do single 2 chain. We're creating the shells all over again. 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. Just going to show you so you guys have an idea. So this is what we're doing, okay? I had started this one directly with 3 chain and then again counted 8 chain, but I think it will be easier for you guys to do this way. So shell of 2 again, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. We're going to do an 8 chain, double crochet on the last one, and then a let me see. Then we're going to do, I did 5 chain here, but I'm thinking maybe 6 chain. So I'm going to check that out because I've chained, like I said, I need to make a little bit of adjustment on this official one. Okay. And then of course we're doing the increase when we come into the next row. Okay. So that's the idea of it. So I'm going to do an 8 chain now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double crochet on that very last double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, coming in to the next double crochet. So we're jumping the motif there. So we're basically preparing these chains exactly how we did here, except we'll have 3 motifs like this. Okay, here, here, and on the next one. 8 chain again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming in the center, creating 2 double crochet shells. And this is how we're going to keep increasing also for the tablecloth. Okay, like I said, you don't have to do the cloth. You can do the doily, which is absolutely stunning. But for people that want to create the cloth, then you always, after you've always done the motifs, it's always by twos. So that means we'll have two rows on here of motifs like this also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come into the last one. This is row 13. It's going to be like that. And then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to the next double crochet. So we're skipping the motif there. And then chain 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming in the center and creating the shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet. Okay, and that's how we're going to repeat this row 13 all the way around. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finish row 13, going to row 14. So basically we're going to repeat what we've done here. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch and our increase in the center. So now we are having 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 1 double crochet again inside, and 1 per stitch. We're going to do chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, doing a single. 1, 2 chain. Where we have the double crochet, we're continuing with double crochet. 1, 2 chain, skip 1, 2 on my 3rd one, single. Chain 2. Where we have the double crochet, continuing with double crochet, and the next few rows also will be the double crochets. Chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, single, 2 chain, and now repeat your shell. That's what we're going to do all the way around. And then of course the next rows is very simple. It's just a repeat of what we've done here. So we'll be doing 2 chain after we do our increase, coming in before the single, 2 chain after the single, 2 chain double crochet over double crochet, 2 chain single. Okay, so inside, chain 2 again, double crochet, 1 per stitch, chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th, and repeat. So we'll have 3 motifs here now. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 14. Okay, everyone, going to row 15. So I've closed in row 14 with slip stitch, chain 3, again doing the shells and the increase as we've been doing. 1 inside, 2 chain. So we're just repeating what we did with the other motifs, okay? My light keeps flicking. Chain 2, just before that single, and then chain 2 after the single, chain 2 on top of that double crochet. Okay, so we're repeating what we've done here. Then the next row again, we're going to do 2 chain and come in the center with the single. Chain 2, single, chain 2, after that single, chain 2 on top of that double crochet. Chain 2 before the single, chain 2 after the single, chain 2, and start your shell again. Like that. Okay, so the next row we're doing the 2 chain in the middle, continuing to do the double crochet over double crochet. Okay, everyone, finished row 15, going to row 16. So 3 chain after I did the slip stitch. So again, doing the increases on those shells. So now we have 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2, again 1 inside of that 2 chain and 1 per stitch. 1, 2, 2 chain coming in the center of the 2 singles or between the 2 singles as we're closing out the motif, the design here. On top of the double crochet with double crochet, chain 2 in the center between the 2 singles, double crochet over double crochet, chain 2 in the center between the 2 singles with a single, chain 2, and create your shell. So pretty much closing out the design of that motif. Now remember what I told you, it's always by 2 designs. Okay, so that means the next row we're going to start that 8 chain again to begin again the next design. So we'll be doing the increase and then chain 8 and going from one side after doing double crochet and to the next, and that's how it's going to be. I hope I wasn't up too high because sometimes I forget I'm up too high. Okay, so don't forget double crochet over double crochet, chain 2 in the center, chain 2, double crochet over double crochet, and your increase. We have 5 double crochets and 2 chain. I'll meet you at the end of row 15. Okay, everyone, so finished row 16. Going to row 17. So row 17, we are doing what we've done down here, 8, 6, and 8 chain. 3 chain, 1 per stitch, 1 double crochet per stitch, 1 inside. Oh, I think I'm off camera. So we have 2, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2, doing the 6 on the other side, of course, 1 inside of that 2 chain. So 2, 4, 6, chain 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming on top of the double crochet with double crochet. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically we're just repeating the foundation again for the next motive. Remember I said it's 2 motives. Chain 2 and continue again with your shell of 6. Okay, so there's no point of keep repeating, recording the same thing. Basically, we're doing here what we've done here. And then the next row, row 18, this is row 17, row 18. After we do the increase, we do 2 chain, we skip 1, 2, 3, go into the 4th, and create until we complete the 4 rows for the motive. Now, so I'm on row 17, I'm going to do row 18, 19, and 20. And I'll come back to you at the end of row 20. Okay, if you need to rewind, go ahead, but it's simple. So we skip 3, go into the 4th. We have 6 here, so we skip 2, go into the 3rd with singles. Then the next row, single before the single, 2 chain, single after the single. And the last one into the center of that 2 chain loop, where we in between the 2 singles. Of course, don't forget your increases. You are supposed to finish this with 9 double crochets, exactly how we have here. Okay, so I'll come back to you at the end of row 20. Another thing that I do want to mention, in case your stitch is very loose, either you go with a size hook smaller than your normal, so you can tighten up that stitch, or instead of doing the 8, you can do 6, 6, 6. Just skip 2, go into the 3rd with your single on the next row, instead of having 8, skipping 3. We don't want it to be baggy either. Okay, don't forget this is still going to block, so we need that to be stretched as possible. We don't want it to be pulling like that either, or we don't want it to be too baggy like that. Okay, so there's ways to work around it without stressing that it's too baggy or it's too tight. Okay, so let's say you want to just going to take it down just so you guys can see, especially for the people that have a very much tight tension. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, you can do that 6 chain after here. I'm sure at the beginning you probably won't have to, because we need that space of the 8 chain to jump all of that, but now it becomes smaller, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It becomes smaller because we have more motives on here. Okay, so you have to see what works best for you, because everybody's threads and tension is different. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on top of that double crochet. I think I overdid it with the loops here. So 1 per stitch. So if you need to do the 8 for the tight tension, go ahead. If you need to do 6 chain instead, go ahead also. Just skip 2, go into the 3rd on the next round for your singles. So as you can see, for mine is just perfect also. Okay, so I have the option. I could either go with 8 or I can go with the 6. I'm going to stay at 6. Why not? I don't need to take it down. And so the next row we'll skip 1, 2 and go into the third to do the motif. Here was important to do the 8 because we have all of this space, so it takes more chain, right? But here, because it's all getting packed together now, we can use the 6 chain. All right. Okay, everyone. So pretty much finished my 2 motifs. Okay, so now the motifs is going to increase on this. So here we had 3. Here we're going to have 5. Okay. So either you can do your chains here already, or if you don't want to make a mistake, do the slip stitch all the way to the center. And this is how you keep increasing for the towel, okay, the tablecloth, not the towel. Coming in, doing the single 2 chain. My window from outside is open. I got all kinds of little mosquitoes coming in. 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. So now we're going into chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you do the 8 chain, I believe, only from the beginning, because we need to jump all of that. And then the next rows you can do only 6. My light keeps flicking. Something wrong with these LED lights are with USBs, and so something is wrong with that USB. Okay, so coming into the last one, doing the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming on top of the double crochet with double crochet. So like I said, each time you want to increase to go bigger, you restart that group of 2 double crochet shells. Okay, so we have already 2 here. So as big as you want, you just keep increasing on here by starting all over again with the 2 double crochet shells. And then, of course, you'll have 2 rows of the motifs again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And into that double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the double crochet. And now we're going to do the 8 chain, okay, because we have to jump all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into the center. So, of course, you know that we'll have to keep doing the increases on this shell until we end up with 9 double crochets, exactly how we did here. And that's how you restart the next one. So, as you can see, we have 3. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once you complete the 2 motifs, again, you have to start again. Now you're going to have 7 when you're going to start a fresh one again. So you'll have 7 space, and then 9, and then 11. So it keeps adding like that. I'm not going to do a big one. I'm only going to do this one. Just, because I wanted to show you guys. There's no need for me to continue with big towels because there's no need for me. But it's a way of showing you guys. So basically that the next steps is doing these motifs here. That means where we have the 8 chain, we skip 3, go into the 4th with a single. Double crochet over double crochet. And then skip 2, going to the 3rd, double crochet over double crochet. Skip 2 again, going to the 3rd with single, double crochet over double crochet, and always 2 chain space in between. So there's nothing to it. All you have to do is really rewind from the start of the motif here. So that there's 8 chains. because we have 3 space, so 8, 6, 8, right? This one is 8, 6, 6, 6, 8. The next one you'll have 8, 6, 6, 6, 6, 8. So it just keeps increasing for the length you want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you come into the last double crochet with double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of the next ones I'm doing only 6 chain. Only at the start here I think is best to do with 8 so it doesn't pull, because we are jumping quite a bit from here to here. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine, and then once I've completed my 2 motifs, like here, the 2 rows of motifs, okay, because it's going to have 2 of them over here also, then I'll come back to you so we can do the edging. That means that you can go ahead and do the tablecloth the size you want by keep adding these motifs in. So it's going to keep increasing on the space here, on the little squares, as you keep going, because you're always restarting a new motif, like this one, the 9 double crochets, always with the shells. Each time you want to increase, you start with a new shell when you complete the 9 double crochets here. I hope I explained myself well enough. I'm going to continue to do mine. I'm going to continue to do my 2 motifs and then come back to you at the end of it so we can close the pattern together. Okay, everyone. So I finished my 2 motifs. I have 28 rows. Now, if you want to go bigger, all you have to do is do slip stitch to the center and create your 2 double crochet shells, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, exactly how we did here, knowing that it's going to keep increasing on the motifs. So on the next one, so you'd be doing the 6 chains, okay, doing the double crochet over double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the next one you should have 7, and then if you're increasing again you should have 9. So it keeps increasing by 2, correct? So now I'm going to do the edging. I'm going to stop here because I don't need to go any bigger than this. And very simple, you can do whatever edging you want. So I close in with slip stitch. I'm doing a chain, coming back in and doing a single. So this is all about singles. 1 per stitch. And then on the center of that shell, I'm doing that little flower, which is the peacocks, okay? So 1 per stitch. Coming in the center, 1 single. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Coming back in, peacock. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming back in that same single that we did when we closed the peacock, and then chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back in and closing in with single. Now I'm going to come on top of that double crochet and doing singles again. So 1 per stitch. And then where we have the 2 chains, we're doing 2 singles, 1 on top of the single, and again 2 singles where we have the chains, 1 on top of the double crochet. Two singles, 1 on top of the single, 2 singles, and 1 on top of the double crochet. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. Now, once you block it, it's going to be beautifully, nicely stretched out. I don't know how you guys block, but I use laundry softener with a bit of water in a small bottle of spray, and I stretch it with my hands. And either you can leave it dry or light steam press over it. And stretch it with one hand so everything becomes nice and flat. Okay, so where we have the chains, 2 chain, 2 singles. Where we have double crochet, single, or where we have the single, a single. And that's it. And this does it for this beautiful pattern. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much to my deceased grandmother. God bless her soul. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you can. And I'll see you in the next video. I'll leave the measurements below to this beautiful doily. So don't forget, 4 chain for the peacocks. And the middle one, 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will meet you in the next video. If possible, please share the video 1, 2, 3, 4 through your social medias. And thank you so much for your loving support. I can't thank you guys enough. Okay, so until next time, everybody. And this is pretty much what it's going to look like once it's nice and blocked. Okay, so bye-bye, everyone. Take care.